Hi, I'm Calleen Petersen. You can find me at anordinarymom.site on the internet. But you're wondering, why am I watching this and why should I listen to her? The answer is that I'm here today to talk to you about working from home and having a child or multiple children with special needs. Why you should listen to me? I'm a mom of 2 children, one of which has significant special needs, both mental and physical. And during the last 10 years, I have spent a great deal of time advocating for families like ours to help them find the resources they have, to make the resources they have better. Spending time in individual IEP meetings, trying to help them get what they desperately need for their child. As part of that advocacy, I started a blog in 2017, which, as I said, you can find at anordinarymom.site. I also am getting ready to graduate with a degree in psychology. Mental health is extremely important to me, and I write a lot about it. So, what do I have for you? How can I help you? I have good news for you. You've been training for this your entire child's life. Think about it. You've developed advocacy skills, multitasking skills. You've learned how to put out fires and deal with emergencies. These are skills that are extremely needed right now. So trust yourself. You can do this. In preparation, I conducted an unscientific poll. I talked to employers around the country and asked, what do you need from us as parents of special needs children who seek employment, who want to work, but who also have to care for their loved ones with special needs? And we bring a different set of needs to the table. Every single employer replied to me that they need us to talk with them. They need us to be open with them about what our needs are, what's going on, so that they can sit with us and figure out how to stop any issues that might come up before they happen. Kind of sounds like a behavior plan. And as we do this, they said that our chances of being employed, our chances of being able to retain our job are much higher because we're stopping problems before they start. So if you have not yet sat down with your boss or had a Zoom call with him or her, now is the time to do it. Be open, honest. You don't have to tell the entire life story, but just explain your needs. The second thing I have is literally the most important for you. You need to recharge. Yes, I know. For years, I kept saying, I can't do that. I don't have time. Who is going to take my kids so that I can do that? My husband worked crazy hours and was often gone on long trips when my children were small. We lived in Alaska. I had no family to help me. So what I had to do was find things that I really enjoyed, that were just for me. And often they were things that were still at the house. One of the things I do is I take long, hot baths. Not a shower person. But I'll read a book, I'll prop my phone up and watch a TV show and just spend time relaxing and unwinding. And that became my sanity during those really, really crazy hard times. So I encourage you to think about ways that you can make that happen. Another thing that you need to do, which I thoroughly disagreed with until this year, but we've spent so much time in the house this past year because of COVID. Everybody has. But we need the outdoors. I am not an outdoor person. I want to be curled up with a book. But I've found for my mental health, it is extremely necessary for me to get outside, even for 5 minutes. The vitamin D you get from being outside is going to help. You, I promise you, are going to feel better. The next thing, and I am very bad about it, is asking for help. We can't do it all. We want to do it all. We feel like we're expected to do it all, but we can't. So ask your church, ask your friends, ask your family, your spouse. Ask for help. Give them very specific things that they can help you with. And yes, I know that there are some of you out there who don't have anyone to help. And I pray that you will find the strength to hang on. And know that I am here rooting for you because I have been there. Next, plan ahead. On Sunday evenings, a lot of times, I will make a list of meals that we can have throughout the week, because half the battle with that one is having an idea of what in the world you're going to eat. And so if I have a list that's sitting on my fridge, my kids can just look at the list and grab whatever it is from the fridge, or they can start dinner now that my kids are older. But even just if it's just me starting dinner, knowing that I can just pick something that sounds good and just run with it. Another thing, plan ahead who's doing what. And right now, with everybody working home, chances are your spouse is at home too. And guess what? They can take a turn going to the doctor or the therapist with your child. So plan ahead, decide who's doing what, schedule your day, be honest with your kids and talk with them about your need to work and support them. But at the same time, making time for them and planning things with the kids. The next thing, which I am extremely bad at as well, is lowering your expectations. Right now, we're in a worldwide pandemic. It isn't going to last forever, even though it feels like it is. Give yourself the grace to lower your expectations. Maybe the house doesn't get cleaned as often. Maybe you're not making those home-cooked meals. This is an area I have had to lower my expectations in as well. But give yourself grace to lower those expectations, which gives you more time to spend with your kids and with your job. If you found any of this at all helpful, you can find me on my blog, anordinarymom.site, on Facebook and Instagram at anordinarymom1, or Twitter at Calleen Petersen. I pray that as we continue to struggle through this pandemic, that you will be able to find the strength to make it through this time, and that you will come find me on the internet. Come ask questions. Tell me about your stories. Show me what you're doing so that together we can make things even better. Thanks for joining me.